Thursday, November 17th, 2016. So it kind of stuck to the what's been going on, where we've seen the S&P and the Nasdaq strong. Dow closed up, but really wasn't as strong as what the Nasdaq and the S&P was. I'm seeing a lot of reasons to not really believe into this rally, but I'm not really 100% sure where it's going to turn. Maybe the S&P has to hit that new all-time high before it turns, or it can turn tomorrow and make sense. What we know is we have options expiration that are this week, so that may take a little, add some volatility to the markets. But when we look again, the S&P was up pretty good today. Number one spot as far as institutions that were selling. Money flow was minus 505.53. And then block volume was minus 471.70. So even though we're seeing, strength, we're seeing the big boys, unloading the spiders. So that's not a short right now, to say indicator. It's just beware. That's probably the best way to put it. So, all right, let's take a look at the S&P. This is the futures here. So I want to kind of line this up for you here. I usually don't show it. That's why. Okay. So this is the S&P futures. Now the reason why I'm showing it is you can see right here that we have these massive bearish divergences. We've never had a full reset down to the oversold levels, and we are forming this bearish wolf wave, and it shows a lot better on this particular chart than it does for the cash. That's why I'm showing it. So here you can see this has a target coming all the way down someplace into the it could be anywhere from the 2162, could come down to the 2158, but that's we're looking at close to 30 points to the downside if this is going to play out. Now, if we take a look at the regular cash charts, hang on one second. Okay, so these are the regular cash charts. This is the daily chart. Again, we're getting very, very close to being overbought here, and that was a complete reset. And I've been mentioning the fact that we went from overbought to oversold, and we went sideways. That's not bearish. It's actually it was bullish, and from there we found support right at the moving average, and has had a nice jump since. I just believe that we have a little more to go on the downside before, let's say, the Christmas rally kicks in. So if we look at a 60-minute chart here, you can see clear bearish divergences, very, very overbought. We already have a bearish cross with the momentum and the MACD. So usually that means that this move is on borrowed time, and it's more, not a matter of if it's going to turn, but where. So we hit you can see we made it through the first level of resistance at that 2183, which I mentioned, and from there we had the reaction trade up to the 2189. Now, if they push through it, we're probably going to pop up someplace into the 2194 level. And then from there, most likely these bearish divergences are going to really extend. And I believe that from there we get a reset to the downside. Now, when we look at a 15-minute chart, it's the same thing with the bearish divergences, very overbought right here, and we have a bearish wolf wave that's pointing down to, say, the 2163 level, which is a 23% retracement. But being we've gone pretty much straight up without, besides these intraday breaks here, I think we're coming down to the 2148, possibly all the way down to the 2123. And what that will do is actually set up a real nice, let's say, Christmas rally. So this move can happen quick. And again, I'm not ultra bearish on this market. I just believe from where we are right now, there is going to be more room to the downside than there is the upside. And then once this reset completes, that's when, I do believe that we could be heading up, someplace into the 2250, maybe even 2300 by the time the year ends. But the thing is, we still have, we're entering a time period that's kind of bullish for the market. So I think they're starting it a little bit too early this year, and that's why a little bit of a reset would be constructive for the bulls to get this year-end rally. So with that, let's see what plays out tomorrow. If we open up, I may actually take a short right at the open if they try to gap above the this 2194, maybe somewhere near that 2200. I'm gonna be adding my short position, and again, it's just for a pullback down to the 2138, possibly even down to the 2125. So with that, have a great night, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow.